Up Tax Tuesday with the question, what happens when a taxpayer can't pay their taxes? Jason Campbell with H&R Block is here to help us answer that. So good morning to you, Jason. We meet again, right?
Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so April 15th, it's an important deadline, but the question is, what happens and what kind of concerns do you have, if you need to file an extension?
So the biggest thing is that what a lot of folks need to understand is that when you file an extension, it's an extension to file, not an extension to pay. And I think a lot of times that we kind of miss that concept there, and so a lot of folks go into thinking, well, if I file an extension, that'll give me some time before I have to pay the IRS or
But
the
that's
state.
not the case.
That is not the case. So the most important thing for anybody really to do is to make sure that they get that return filed by the April 15th deadline.
That's important.
Absolutely. In the event that they can't, for some reason, get that return completely filed, then they can absolutely 100% go ahead and file the extension. And what that extension will do, allow them to give them 6 months, basically, to have enough time to go ahead and prepare that tax return to make sure they have an accurate tax return filed. But with the extension, what they'll need to do is that they'll absolutely 100% will have to try to get as close as they possibly can to a completed return, because you still have to pay if you're in the event that you have a balance due with the IRS state revenue. You still have to absolutely pay that by the April 15th.
Okay.
And the IRS actually looks at it as try to get to that 90% payment applied and have it sent off to them by the April 15th deadline.
So who is audited and why?
That's a great question. That always comes up all the time. How, in the event, am I going to be audited? It doesn't really matter what type of income you actually have or what's really on your tax return. There are many triggers for the IRS or even the state to go through with an audit process. A lot of times it could be people fail to report income. There's some credits or deductions that somebody put on that tax return that may not line up. There may be some patterns where, for example, if somebody has a 6-year-old child that they're claiming this year but hasn't been on the tax return for the past couple of years, there's going to be some questions that the IRS are going to ask. Now, the biggest thing with audits is that the IRS, and this is a big thing, the IRS is going to contact folks by mail. So no emails, they're not going to call you on the phone, and there's a lot of scams that are going on out there. But the IRS is going to contact you by mail. The biggest thing for any taxpayer is to make sure that they respond to it.
So before we have to wrap up really quickly, what happens when a taxpayer cannot pay their taxes?
The biggest thing is call. Make a phone call. Go ahead and file. At the end of the day, your result is what it is. And so if for some reason in the event where you're kind of crunched with trying to make that payment, go ahead and put as much as you can. They want that 90%, but at least give them a call and see if you can get things worked out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jason.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. I appreciate it.
All right. And we hope that you at home enjoyed Tax Tuesday all throughout this month. For more information, log on to hrblock.com. Stay with us.